Welcome to this video lecture series on C programming. Today's topic of discussion is on relational operators. As I have told in my introduction section that there are different types of operators in C: arithmetic operators, increment decrement operators, relational operators, assignment operators, bitwise operators, logical operators, conditional operators, and also we have special operators called as the comma operator and the size of operator. So for each of these operators, I have a different session posted in this series. Now in this session, I shall be discussing the relational operators. So in C language, we have 6 relational operators, and these operators, they come under the category binary operator. Binary operators requires 2 operands here to perform the operation. Relational operators are used to compare 2 quantities. There are 6 relational operators in C. So when we say to compare 2 quantities, for comparison we are making use of the operators. So how many operators? We have 6 operators here. The first one is the less than operator. So symbol is like this. Okay, you can see the angular bracket of symbol is used here. So this is the less than it is called as the less than operator. Then we have greater than operator, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal to. When you try to perform the relational operations and in an expression, if more than one relational operator appears in the expression, then you have to check the precedence. So remember, these first four operators among the relational operators comes under the first level of precedence, and the next two, equal to and not equal to, comes in the second level of precedence. Associativity for all these operators is from left to right. Now remember few points regarding the relational operators. There should be no white space character between two symbols of a relational operator. The result of evaluation of a relational expression is a Boolean constant 1 or 0. So you will be getting here always the result in terms of Boolean values 1 or 0, or you can write it as true or false. Always the result will be only in this form: 1 or 0, true or false. And each of the relational operator yields 1 if the specified relation is true, and it gives 0 if it is false. Definitely, see, suppose if you are writing 3 greater than 2, now the condition is what? This 3 is greater than 2, it is true. So the Boolean value will be 1. Or if you are writing in terms of true or false, it is true. If you are writing 3 less than 2, here 3 is greater than 2, so the condition is false. That means this expression is false. So you can write the Boolean value as 0, or you can write down like this, false. So this way always it yields only in terms of either 0 and 1, or false or true. If you are coming across an expression like this, A less than B less than C, so this, how to evaluate this expression? You can see that the less than operator is appearing twice in this expression. So that time you can apply the left to right associativity. So first you will be performing this. Okay, you will evaluate this sub expression, and then you will compare the value of that sub expression with C. If A less than B, if it is true, then you are going to get a result as 1. So that time you will be comparing it with C. Suppose if A less than false, then you will get a value 0. That means your Boolean value is 0. That time you will compare it with C. So this way you have to take care when you are having more than one relational operator appearing in the expression. And one more point you can remember: an expression that involves a relational operator forms a condition. So always remember, wherever you see an expression which is having the relational operators, then that becomes a condition. In future, when you will be studying about the branching statements and where you use the condition, you can see all the conditions consist of the relational operators. Let us see one program here which will illustrate the use of the relational operator. Here what we have done in the program is we have declared a variable A of integer data type and the expression for A. That means now this expression has to get evaluated, and the value of this expression will get assigned to variable A. Here we are having two operators. We have the less than operator and not equal to operator. So if you look at the precedence, the less than operator is having a higher precedence over the not equal to operator. So first you will evaluate this expression. 2 less than 3, it is true, so it is 1, that is Boolean value. Then you will write down the remaining part of the expression. 1 not equal to 2, yes, 1 is not equal to 2, it is true, so the value is 1. So now when you print the value for A, the value of A is what? 1. Suppose if you are comparing only characters, okay, comparing characters, what will be the result? Let us see here. If I am writing A less than B, that means here A is a character and B is also another character. Suppose if you have A less than B, but in this case A and B are variables, okay, A and B are variables. A and B, if A and B are variables, suppose if A is 5 and B is 3, that means 5 less than 3, it is what? This is simpler, you can easily understand, because you are declaring these variables as integer data types and integer values are assigned. Now suppose if you are comparing characters A less than B, A is also declared as a character and B is also declared as a character. That time also you will get the result, because it will compare the ASCII values of this. So ASCII value for A is 97 and the ASCII value for B is 98. So in this case 97 less than 98, condition is true. 97 less than 98, it is true. So you will get what? The result as true. So this way the characters can also be compared. So normally whenever characters are used, characters are always enclosed in what? Single quotes. Can you compare strings? Comparing strings, is it possible or not? Let us see this. Suppose if you want to compare two strings, let me just write down. One string is engineering and the other string is wing. So strings are always what? Enclosed in double quotes. Can you compare these strings? Comparing strings does not make any sense. The reason is it compares, but what it compares? It always compares the memory location where the first letter of that particular string is stored. Now the first letter of the first string is E here. Suppose if E is getting stored in the memory location 2000, okay, it will take this value, and the memory location where this W is stored, suppose if it is 3000, let us take simply randomly, I am taking some values. It will compare the values of these memory addresses. So it will simply write like this: 2000 less than operator and 3000. So this, it does not make any sense, wherein you are comparing the memory addresses where the letters are stored. You can also use the relational operators between expressions, like suppose if I am writing 5 plus 1 less than 7 plus 2, okay. This also can be compared here, because here you are having what? The arithmetic operator, which has got higher precedence over the relational operators. So these will be first evaluated and then you are going to compare this. 6 less than 9, it is true, so the result is what? True. When you are using the operator 1 less than or equal to 2, 1 is lesser than 2 but it is not equal to 2, so this is false. 2 equal to 2, this is true. 1 greater than or equal to 3, 1 is neither greater nor equal, so it is false. 1 not equal to 3, false. Then this one, 1 not equal to 1, this is what? False. So these are the different examples wherein I just wanted to tell you the result is in terms of true or false. So this is all about the different relational operators in C. Hope you find this session useful. If you find it useful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye bye and take care.